Welcome to my YouTube channel where I will be documenting the build of a game. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm very new to game development. I've had a bit of experience exploring for a couple of months at the start of 2025, but it's just been a dream of mine for my entire life to build a game, and I want to do it. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I tried a couple of times and I always give up. So I figured if I stream and document and do it publicly, it will prevent me from stopping for a number of reasons. So I'm going to give it a go. The other cool thing is that if I document every second, every minute, every hour, and I do actually finish the game and release it and people can play it, hopefully at least one person can play it, then all the footage of the whole journey will be there. And by the time that happens, it could be years away. I can just feed all that footage into an AI and say, create a summary of the journey, create a little film of the journey I went on. And I think that would be amazing rather than just it being private, just me on my own in my room building a game. As cool as that is, I just think it'll be much better. The other reason as well is that if it's publicly streamed, people can hopefully see me and judge what I'm building and critique it and give feedback and just stress test it constantly. It's not just me on my own. People will react to it and some of them will like it and be over complimentive, and some will think it's terrible and be rude, and then everything in between. And I think that's really healthy. And I think if I'm serious about building a game, that's what I want. So only one game. I don't want to be a games developer. I just want to build one game. And for me, it's not the modeling, the coding, the sound design, maybe the sound design. It's not the engineering that I'm necessarily interested in. It's the actual game design itself. And I think now is the perfect time to build a game, because if I'd done it any time in the past, I'd have spent thousands of hours on Blender, probably thousands of hours rigging and animating, thousands upon thousands of hours figuring out the code, writing the code, realizing it's not efficient and rebuilding it, and just getting lost in the engineering side of things, where I want all my focus to be on creating a game. So the plan of this project is to use AI as much as possible, but with one strict rule. AI cannot do any of the creative work. Like the game itself, like what it is, what the models look like, the textures, the sound, like the sound design. That's why I questioned it a minute ago. Everything that is creative is me, but AI will do the work. So I'll be like, hey, I have this vision in my head for a character or sound effect, or just the way the game works, or the interface of the game, everything. And I'll be using AI as the workforce to build the stuff. So AI is not designing the game, it's building the game. And if in 2-3 years' time, I'm still going and AI is so advanced that it just does everything, then I'm okay with that. That's not going to upset me as long as I'm designing the game. And I think at least in the next 5 years, it will still be worth a human designing the game. Maybe not. It's hard to predict, but yeah, I feel like this is the perfect time for me to embark on this journey. Mostly for that reason. AI has progressed enough now where I don't need to spend thousands upon thousands of hours honing in the skills to model, animate, code, deploy, all this kind of stuff. AI can do all that for me. And if there's 200 skills that I need to build a game and AI is good at 100 of them, but bad at 100 of them, well, then I'm just going to focus on the 100 things that AI is good at now and just put on the shelf those 100 things it's not good at. And then hopefully, as the months go by and new AI models get released and new services get released, any new thing that AI can now do that it couldn't do before, I can then work on that part of the project. So I'm hoping this will all work out well. I think the timing makes sense. It's a new year. It's a cool project. And even if AI evolves in a big way, it still is interesting. And like from a competing with AI point of view, Like, I have no interest in competing with AI when it comes to efficient coding and accurate modeling and all that kind of stuff. Like, AI can win. I want AI to win. I want AI to do that. But when it comes to the creative element, what is the game? What is it called? How does it look like? How does it feel? What is the theme? Like, all the design decisions, they're all going to be me. And I want to compete with AI on that. Like, if someone releases an AI game builder that comes up with the storylines and comes up with the gameplay loop and comes up with the art style, and just does everything itself, it's like, build me a game that I find fun and just learns from scanning your brain what you find fun and all that kind of jazz. I want to compete with that. That I find fun. And speaking of fun, I'm hoping the project in a way can't fail, because if it's really successful and lots of people play the game and I like the game, and it's kind of, there's version 1 finished and released somewhere that people can download it, that is successful. And if that's easy, or easier than I think it's going to be, then I can enjoy the success of it. And then if it's not successful, which is most likely the case, right? If it's not successful and it's more difficult than I think, or it is just difficult, then it's going to be fun because it's a challenge. So I feel like there's nothing to lose. And I think that's why I've got the confidence to give this a go. So my plan is to record every second. Don't do anything off recording. So one day in the future, AI can summarize everything. And just see basically if I can build my favorite game in the world. I have an idea. I've had an idea for years. It's something unique that I don't think anyone has tried to do before. And I'll explain the game idea in a separate video. And then I'm going to start streaming it on Twitch. I'll probably multi-stream eventually. I'm just new to this. I don't even do social media. I don't even have social media. The thought of people listening to my annoying voice and looking at my face terrifies me, but I'm assuming I'll get used to that. And I'll probably just change my voice naturally over time, because I mumble and I don't articulate well. I think watching my videos and talking more will just naturally fix that or improve that. I don't think I'll be able to avoid it. So that's the plan. I'm going to hopefully put all of the footage on YouTube. I don't want to edit, so I'm hoping there is an AI app that will automatically edit and summarize progress in an engaging way that I can use in the future. Just if people want to watch a journey from knowing very little, like humble beginnings, to a release game, if that even happens. They probably don't want to sit there watching 100 or 1,000 hours of footage, multiple thousands of hours probably in the long run. So it'd be nice to have some summary videos, but I'm not going to edit that. I'm going to wait for AI editor to do that for me. Maybe there is already an app that does that. I don't know. I've done a little prep work. I have a setup that I'm happy to start with. So yeah, if anyone watches this, I hope you find the content interesting. So I'm going to make another video where I explain the game idea and the technologies I'm going to try using to build it. And then I'm just going to start. Good luck, me. Thank you very much.